If you're a rapper and this what you want to do in life, for real, stay out the streets. Separate it. Because now we have all the rappers are getting killed and shit. You understand? It's only one rapper from New Orleans that I know got killed bad. Whoever else was into something that came either before they got into the music or while they was into the music. Taking that shit too far. How they say Pac took the juice roll too far, you feel me? And brought that into his regular life. They taking that shit too far. You understand me? Only one person, you heard me? God bless the day, the young greatness. That's one I know who wasn't even in the streets on no type of time.
This ain't even right. This is unreal.
Did he tell you that he signed with Cash Money? I started working with Cash Money?
When he came in my room and said that was what he wanted to do, I said to him then, don't. Do not. Whatever you do, don't go that way.
After serving his due diligence to the game, he was ready for a higher level of success. And with a powerful production team and superstar qualities, Magic was on his way back to the majors in a profound way. But unfortunately, the morning of March 1st, 2013, it was all taken away.
All I remember, my heart was beating fast when I was woke. Boom, 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 boom. And I just it was blank. That machine, that shit was on.
Right.
I can't
Flatline.
Yeah, that flatline probably came through, and I woke up in ICU on a breathing thing, worked down on my throat, bro. I pulled that bitch out.
Johnny, bro, you done beat that 100 times.
He didn't get shot 5 times though the first time. He can hit him one time in his chest. But I know him about him getting shot in front of his mama at one time. You feel me? But you know he was on his tippy toes now. They had their street shit going on, and they in the studio. Then they music pop, just like King Von. King Von was in the streets. That man was a real demon. If you're a street nigga, if you fucking shit up or you didn't bust that in the ass or whatever you did, and then your music start getting on a rise, and a nigga catch you and smoke you, and then there they go saying, man, they're gonna killing all our rappers.
And you say you can't see how a rapper's mother sleeps well at night in this industry.
I don't see they're not gonna tell me they're sleeping well. Not every artist's mama is gonna tell me that she's sleeping well.
Let me get a picture of the appendix.
You think this right? I'm not supposed to even be wearing this. This ain't even right. This is unreal.
You got your boy by your heart.
Yeah. Ain't no way in the world I'm supposed to be sitting here doing this.
I've been thugging hard, my mama just pray for me. Got no time, just not motivated.
So when Teddy came in 2002, he came in the bedroom. What happened?
He said he wanted to try his hand in the rap game, in the music. And I said, boy, I don't think that should be playing here. I think that should be beat. Man, you don't never want to support me. I said, it ain't that I don't want to support you. It's just that I see the picture.
What the picture was that you saw?
The deceit. I didn't see where it was good for him. My thing with that is turmoil. You know? It's turmoil.
When he was at his height, did you witness any turmoil in his life that was going on when the Moolah song was everywhere all around the country?
Yes, indeed. And he was, man, you need to move. I said, and you need to move too. Right on along from that life. You need to move too. I don't need to go nowhere. I need to stay right here where I'm at. I'm good. God got me. Now I'm telling you, no, you ain't telling me nothing.
What turmoil you think he was going through at that time? I mean, to make you to justify what you're saying, that on the other side of the game, there's a lot of turmoil.
Contracts, jealousy, confusion. Because this is involved in it. I used to look in my baby face. I said, what's wrong with you, boy? I got it. I said, what you got? I got this. I said, okay.
All I ever had with my cousin Leroy with the In the GT, switching 4 lanes on the stove with the cook up like propane.
But things really started taking off when he moved to Atlanta. Wouldn't you say?
Yeah.
And how was your relationship at the time?
That was my baby, my boy. But I still stood my ground.
So you never wanted him to do this music?
No.
Even when his song was on the radio everywhere, doing shows every weekend, getting thousands of dollars.
Money, evil money, dirty money. That lifestyle is evil. Several times I would call him and he would be frustrated. I don't know how he lasted mentally as long as he did.
He was strong-minded, I can tell you that. Did he tell you that he signed with Cash Money or started working with Cash Money?
When he came in my room and said that was what he wanted to do, I said to him then, don't. Do not. Whatever you do, don't go that way.
I'm a big timer, baby, ooh. I'm a big timer, baby, ooh.
So when he left Quality Control, did you feel better that he started working with Baby? Or did he tell you?
No. N-O, no. I did not. No, I did not.
Did he tell you that he started?
No, I did not. My stomach did this.
Why your stomach did that?
Because I said to him, whatever you do, don't go that way. And he did just what I said to him. What I said to him not to do. That's what he did.
He wasn't with Cash Money that long, but he was like, if Baby would have gave him his money, did he ever release any music under them?
Had he not breached his contract with my son,
right,
my son would have been able to put a bread on the table for his daughter and his son.
I get what you're saying. So when he started the contract with Cash Money, he was supposed to probably get a signing bonus, and Baby didn't give it to him, and he probably had to go try to find other ways to provide for his family.
They know my name up in my city streets. I'm a big timer, baby, I'm stunting, best believe.
Did Greatness ever call you and say, look, I didn't get what I was supposed to get?
He did tell me that. He said, man, this nigga ain't paid me. Just point blank, just like that. This nigga ain't gave me my money. And I asked him, I said, what is it that you need? Teddy being Teddy, man, I got this, I'm a man. That's what he said to me.
The rapper, whose birth name is Theodore Jones, was in town for a funeral when he was shot outside of a restaurant.
Do you think New Orleans played a factor in your son losing his life?
New Orleans is a jinx. That's a jinky town. You tell me this. Soldier Slim, Magnolia Shorty, BTY, and the list goes on and on. So what else could it be?
What you think going on now that makes so many talented people lose their lives right as they're on their way out, or on their way of succeeding?
They can't seem to shake Satan down there. They can't shake him.
You're right. I mean, you know, you got to get it out the mud down there. That's why we get it how we live. You know, we got to find a way. We got to make a way.
That's why I want what you got, but I'm not going to work like you worked. I'm going to take what you got that you work for. You understand where I'm at?
Yes, ma'am.
I begged him to stay from down there. He went back down there. I begged him not to go back down there. He trusted too many people. He felt too comfortable down there.
When his celebrity started rising and his music started taking off, do you not think he started moving more differently or more cautious?
No, he didn't move cautiously. He just felt like, nobody gonna do me nothing, you know. Down there, that's how he felt. But I see a lot of these people in the industry, they never go back.
You say when he was pursuing the music, he had a lot of fake friends around him?
Yeah, he was surrounded. He was in the camp with Judas. He didn't know. They broke bread with him, deceived him. Judas. He didn't know which one. Did Jesus know which one? No, he knew one of them was, but he didn't know which one.
What makes you think that he had the snakes around him?
Where he at?
So you think one of his friends or something had something to do with
Baby,
it?
look, let me say this to you. It don't take a rocket scientist, and when you're on the outside of the picture, you get a better view. Now that's how I'm gonna leave that. I'm gonna leave that just like that.
Do you have plans to release any of his unreleased music?
No. No. My timing. I'm not ready. Sitting here with you, my stomach is killing me. My stomach is killing me. But it's not as bad as the pain in my heart.
She's a strong, powerful woman. You know, and just like any mother who lost a child, she was detrimentally hurt. But she had she had a different sense and a different understanding of his loss and why he lost his life. It was draining. The interview was kind of draining and pulling on my soul emotionally. So, you know, I empathize and sympathize for the pain that she's going through as a mother who lost a very talented son.
Before Katrina, I do the rap shit, then I go do some bounce shit, fucking with Weebie. I'm doing the bounce shit, and I had dances. It was Lil Ricky, Lil Claude, and Lil D, and Lil Sid. So Lil Claude, he became Lil Caesar. You feel me? Boom. Lil Sid still the same Lil Sid, and Lil D became BTY Young'n. You feel me? So I'm giving them the game on a real rap shit. You know what I'm saying? How to, you know, what bars is, how long verses need to be. When they started getting it on with the music, at the same time, they went to getting it on with them hammers. You feel me? They went to slinging iron. You know what I'm saying? And I'm talking about Lil Caesar and them, and, you know, Young'n and them, because there was a group at once.
Ooh, it's gonna be a hot summer. I'm trying to get my paper right, but I got the armor. I might do a leg with the spinners and pies.
My god brother Magnolia Chop went and did a hook for them fucking boys. Hook so cold, he used it for himself. You know, I'd rather not speak on how it happened, but it turned in a warfare where motherfuckers chose sides. You feel me? Cause like BTY Young'n and my little brother John, them was their best friends. You feel me? But John, you know, rolled with his little partners, and Young rolled with his little partners. You feel me? Like I said, the shit had split like that, and then they got off into all that other shit. Them, like one time, one of them were like, man, go see if them back of town. Like, bitch, don't play with me like that. You feel me? Like, I grew up with them dudes. You feel me? Whatever y'all got going on, y'all gotta, you know, that shit gotta happen on y'all time. You know what I'm saying? Don't ever in your life play with me like that. And I know he gonna see it. And you know exactly what I'm talking about. Yeah, Young go to jail for the magic charge. Boom. So when he in jail, he got into the Nation of Islam. He'll call home. What's up, big brother? You know what I'm saying? Da-da-da-da. And then he telling me, look, bro, I won't squash whatever beef I got out there. You know what I'm saying? And this on my mouth. He like, I won't squash whatever beef I got out there. You feel me? Put me in contact with this, that. You feel me? So I'm rolling through the hood. You know, bitch, what's the number? Say, look, bitch, I talked to Young, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, and you know, nigga trying to be your partner, but a nigga just don't want no problem. You feel me? Cause he won't move forward with the music.
So how did they take that? The guys who he wanted to reach out.
They wasn't tripping, bro.
Okay.
They wasn't tripping. I ain't even lying, son.
Were you around when he got shot 5 times the first time?
The first time? No. I wasn't around. I wasn't around. He didn't get shot 5 times though the first time. Hit him one time in his chest. But I know him about him getting shot in front of his mama at one time. You feel me? But you know, he was on his tippy toes now. You know what I'm saying? Head on a swivel. You feel me? So, you know, anything else, I don't know. Young'n cousin, my home in Dallas. You feel me? That was, you know, his big dog. Some shit happened with Dallas, you feel me? And to where he go to jail for some bodies, he come home. You understand? When he come home, he in another state, right? Boom, so I'm passing, and Dallas see the truck, he flagged me down. I jump out, I'm like, why you down here though? You know what I'm saying? like, man, fucking with D. I need to squash this shit between D and, you know, these other guys. You feel me? Because we all hood. And you know how the shit go. We need the whole hood to get behind him because he got some good shit. So he trying to squash that shit. Then the next day, he wound up getting smoked.
BBG, Cash Money, Rich Gang, and on Bank, little bitty. If you the blues in the fucking stiff, we just landed, you know what I'm saying? You dig? 4-hour flight, they know what we do. Stun ain't gonna say nothing, he says a go.
Look, on BTY Young'n, on the situation with Birdman, right? Listen, Young Light, big brother, the Bird trying to f with a. He went out there, you know what I'm saying, off with him, and then that shit was really on the strength of his daddy. You know what I'm saying? I tell you.
Young dad?
Yeah, man. Man, I'm telling man, the man dad is really certified, man. You feel me? Like really certified. He heard me. He probably don't have that Sam Scully or that Glenn Metz or that, you know what I'm saying, that title on him. But everything how they rock, same with him. Like I say, bro, you know, if you into the music, bro, stay out of the streets. You know what I'm saying?
A. Wood Johnson Jr., better known to us all as Mr. Magic, was born in New Orleans on August 16, 1975, and was raised in the largest and one of the most dangerous areas throughout the entire city, the Ninth Ward. With an aggressive and unique rap flow, along with the ability to control the crowd, Mr. Magic had become one of New Orleans' most demanded artists, and in 1998 he had signed with the world's biggest label, No Limit Records. After 3 Billboard charting albums and a toxic relationship with the label's owner, he left No Limit Records and resurfaced in 2004 with the club-banging anthem, I Smoke, I Drink, which was released under Roy Jones Jr.'s Bodyhead Entertainment label. After major mainstream success and 10+ years of the music business, he had officially become his own boss by starting his own label, and he called it Banks Entertainment. Mr. Magic was now an independent industry player and ultimately was now in control of his own finances and future. But unfortunately, the early wee hours of March 1st, 2013 would permanently put an end to it all.
But there's a story there, you know, it's one of the saddest stories, really. I mean, Mr. Magic and his wife both died, you know, in a car accident on the way home from a show in Mississippi a few years back. And, you know, real sad story. You know, rest in peace.
I went to McDonald 19 just like y'all. First bus I ever called, it was called the St. Claude. You know me, thug. I'm right up the street from Pugilist, where ignorance is everywhere and murky nothing new to us.
A lot of people don't understand how much talent that dude had. Yeah. That's probably the most talented rapper I ever worked with in my life.
What part of New Orleans are you from?
Oh, that's Ninth Ward, man.
Known to locals as Cross the Canal, Ninth Ward, New Orleans is the largest ward of them all and is often referred to as a city within the city. It lies in the downtown area and is represented by neighborhoods such as St. Claude, Florida, Desire, Bywater, Marigny, and a great portion of all eastern New Orleans.
B-Doctor, that's 7-boy soldier, man. I mean, he had been in the game forever, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. B-Doctor had already dropped I Smoke, I Drank, and he was real hot at the time. I used to work at Guitar Center, and, you know, I'd meet everybody through there, like all the producers coming in and stuff, you know. That's how I got to know KLC, DJ Spin, everybody like that. And I met Beat Doctor, and me and him chopped it up, and I started making beats for his label, and that's how I got involved with Mr. Magic and stuff like that. It was actually through Beat Doctor.
And when you met Magic, what he was done with No Limit, or he was still on No Limit?
No. Magic broke off from No Limit, man. That was pretty sour, man. He got a freestyle on YouTube where he goes off on Master P, man. He does it over that Eminem beat, man, and he'll tell you the whole story in that song.
Your name is no longer good. You claim the city, but we never see your ass in the hood. See the UPT done disowned you.
But nah, you know, after that, that's when he signed up with Roy Jones. Yeah, Bodyhead. You know, I Smoke, I Drank. He did that with them. by the time I linked up with him, he was done with that whole situation, moving on, and we was working on his album, me and Beat Doctor. Everybody always just knows one side of Magic, right? The music that he did with No Limit, and I Smoke, I Drank. He was so much more than just that. And he had an album that was, I'm talking like on a whole nother level. He had other songs too. I mean, there was a song with Hurricane Chris called Yeah that I worked on with Magic and Beat Doctor. That never got dropped due to some issues with getting Hurricane Chris on the video or something like that.
After serving his due diligence to the game, he was ready for a higher level of success. And with a powerful production team and superstar qualities, Magic was on his way back to the majors in a profound way. But unfortunately, the morning of March 1st, 2013, it was all taken away.
And you had mentioned earlier, you said him and his wife was together when the incident happened. Where were they coming from?
I believe they were coming from a show. Yeah, show in Mississippi, I believe, if I remember correctly. They got hit by like a truck or something, like a 18-wheeler or something. And was basically instantly in a car accident.
Yeah, it is a sad situation, bro.
Yeah, I think they might have dropped a song right after that featuring Juvenile with Beat Doctor on the beat.
Say, I advise your daddy to be cool. You came in with some shit on your mind, well, me too.
He had a deal. And we was working on his album. Me and Beat Doctor, was working with Magic on a regular basis, trying to chop up an album for him.
And still smoking and still drinking. Rest in peace to Mr. Magic. You heard me?
I want you to tell your story, how you was a gangster, a bounce rapper, a rapper. What happened to Johnny? You know what I'm saying? How did Johnny feel when he saw Beyonce doing his dance? Where did Johnny, how was it growing up in the streets? How was it being a real gangster and a hip hop artist? Like, how did you balance that? And what happened to Johnny? Like, you know what I'm saying? I mean, people pull up articles showing that, that you was acting like you was in a wheelchair to not go to jail and all this type of stuff. And then you refused to come out the house when the police was trying to come get you. But people want to know what really happened with that. Like, they want to know the Josephine Johnny story. And he from Uptown Third. He from the same block as Telly Hankton. Didn't Telly come up under you or something like that?
Yeah. All eyes on the wrong man. Drop that bitch. You are slim, fine, woman, gun.
Why you trying to bring the street shit in there, man? I don't think that
you
know what I'm saying? Some shit you got.
So you don't want to talk about that. The legend is out there, and as a journalist, that just makes it bigger than life. Just like when you talk about anybody, like a Frank Lucas or a Baby or a Master P, that's what makes you authentic, because you done died so many bullets, you done overcame so many obstacles and still contributed to the hip hop culture or the music culture in New Orleans.
True.
Yeah.
But you trying to bring Telly's story in there too?
No, I'm not trying to bring Telly's story. I just saying that to say, no, bro, I'm not trying to make you out a criminal, bro. I'm trying to resurrect your music career.
I want you to hear something and tell me if you can hear it. I want you to hear something. Hold on. Tell me if it's loud or not.
And basically, it's a fun record. It's about going out, and it kind of reminds me of down south, the parties that I went to. It had that Josephine Johnny feel. Hold on, Lord have mercy. Wait a minute.
Heard that?
Yeah, I heard that. Who that was?
That's Beyonce on 106 Park talking to Roxy and Tony. Asking her what is the concept of getting me body. And she just said, the concept of getting me body down south, the clubs I went to, they have that Josephine Johnny feel to it. And then she sent me that from New York a while back on 106 Park. So, you know what I'm saying? That's her own verse saying it, like, the concept of getting me body, the concept of it.
Right.
Down south, the clubs I went to, they have that Josephine Johnny feel to it. You know what I'm saying? I had deals on the table. I had 4, 5. The people thought I was a group. We trying to sign Josephine Johnny group. They say, Johnny not no group. You know what I'm saying? That's why I can't stop biting my song. I want a slim, fine woman, top of line with a throwback. Don. Lord have mercy, that girl booty sitting on chrome. She got a ball and stalking out I keep ringing the phone. I ain't feel like a dog now. She don't wanna leave me alone. Look me up on the internet. Josephine is where I roam. We got a throwback party downtown in a super dome. And when you finish working my song, girls, I'ma take you home. She be like, man, Johnny, you like a subway for long.
Boy, you still got it, boy.
Got pretty feet, big lips, mean body. I spiced up her life, made her Josephine Johnny.
Ludacris, you got pretty feet, big lips, and mean body. I spiced up her life, I made her Josephine Johnny. So I'm trying to tell you, this shit is deeper than rap, bruh. But I'm tired, bruh. I'm tired y'all holding this over my head and I can't really move. And you know what I'm saying? I'm really tired, bruh. You know what I'm saying? Man, people dirty, son. Dirty, bro.
Why do you think they wanted to get rid of you, though?
Man, because for number one, my mouth, I speak true. I tell them what they can and what they cannot do. I have a right to speak and say what I want. You can't put me here and you can't do this here. You can't do that. That's not right. And you go to speaking like Pop and you go to speaking reality to them, you don't like that, man. You know how it go, man.
Who holding you down? Who was there for you when you was going through it, like when you was in jail or even right now? Who from the streets when you was popping? Do you still talk to anybody?
Everybody turned their back. The only man standing on my side right now is God. My family do it here and there, but they asking why you don't want nothing. Because I don't want nothing. I won't suffer this shit. You know what I'm saying? Don't give me, you know what I'm saying? I'm just like that, son. I don't really be bothered with shit. Sometimes it really make you just stay how you is. So when you hit the lamp, like, blah, blah, blah. And it make you feel like that, bro. You know what I'm saying? To be honest with you. But you can't
stay on the ground.
No, I don't want to stay on the ground because I got friends. I got my sister died for this shit and wanted me to do this shit. My brother wanted me to do this shit. Don't forget about my nephew got killed when I got shot in 05. Socket.
No, I didn't know that.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. One of my
How many
friends.
times you got shot, Johnny?
One time, my leg, man, I almost cut my leg off, man. My leg, I had 9 screws and 2 plates in my leg.
The Johnny leg or the other leg?
The Johnny leg. And guess what? They were about to amputate it. They were about to cut it off, right? As soon as they put that iron fixator on my leg, my pulse came back. And the doctor said, man, you was a blessed man, God. I said, sure. I'm glad. He said, I'm like, what? You about to cut the Johnny leg off. He said, you ain't had no pulse. You see what I'm saying? But check this out. After 9 months, I got shot in 05. I went to Minnesota, boom, to recuperate. Bam. I caught a blood clot in my lung. It traveled from my leg to my lungs. Almost went to my brains and killed me. I had to take the blood to clean up.
The bullet went up from your leg to your lungs?
Yes. And guess what? I'm still standing. That's what I'm trying to tell you. I'm not worried. That's what I'm trying to tell you, bro. All this shit is documented. All this shit is true, bro. This is like a movie for real. This shit is deeper than possible because I'm alive. God left my testimony so I could reach other people and tell other people my story. Staring in my eyes, I blinded one eye, I see like I got 2. I watch and see everything. I can't even tell people. If I tell you I'm blind, you wouldn't believe in one of mine. I'm still terrific. I just letting you know. God, yeah. Go ahead.
When you got stabbed in the eye?
I got stabbed in 98.
Oh, way throwback.
Yeah, you probably didn't even know when you saw it because you can't tell. That's how beautiful God is. So you think I can't believe in him?
Is you gonna come back to New Orleans though?
New Orleans, yeah, it depends on. Say, but New Orleans don't say, but the police against me, the jailhouse against me, the courthouse against me. How the f*** I'm gonna win?
A beloved New Orleans rapper and bounce artist, Josephine Johnny. He died this week. His cause of death is unknown.
Thank y'all for coming out for my homie Johnny. You heard me? They want Josephine Johnny. Lord have mercy. Got these hoes fighting and cursing.
what's some of the major players? We talking about street figures, music that come from the Ville that made that the way.
Well, Warren Maze is our crown king. He's the king of the Ville. Come through 50, 60, 70 with him that he buy scooters and motorbikes for, and his crew passed that shit out in the project. Been making it rain, throwing money off the top porch. Kids, he come through, all the kids gonna run behind his cars. They run to his store in the project, he give them everything in that motherfucker. That's how he ran it, dog. That's when he was doing the music thing heavy, doing his street hustle.
And that was around the time when Cash Money and No Limit was like getting their start as well, right?
Ooh, no indeed. No Limit, Cash Money wasn't even in existence. This is like 86.
We could do it in the morning till we see the sun. We could rock the nation, explore the whole world. It's up to you, so get it, girl.
He had a really good, strong presence. What happened?
He had an incident where he was killed. I wouldn't like to go into the details of that, you know.
About what year was that?
96, 97, something like that.
I just want to say like 94, because I know Slim was talking about how New Orleans had the murder capital at that time.
Yeah, so, you know, Slim was another individual Warren Maze did a lot of music business with, you know.
So did Slim?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I mean, he always gave him shows and shit when he was first getting started, you know what I'm saying? So, Slim would always salute Warren Maze, you know. Basically, Warren Maze liked music. He'd do music with anybody that would do music with him. But during the era he was doing it, too many people wouldn't deal with him because of his background. You know, he was a strong individual. He moved like Puff back in the 80s.
Association with Mia X.
Oh, Mia X, that's real close association on birth side, childbirth side. You know, so I mean that's something deep, you know.
So Warren Maze,
yes,
that's her baby daddy.
Yes, they tied in. That's that type birth through birth, you know, so that shit crucial.
Yeah.
So I don't want to get into that, but that's definitely real family.